Welcome to another video, guys, and in this video I'm discussing the two things I absolutely dislike about the UK. What is wrong with studying in the UK? When I already mentioned it's one of the best countries to study abroad as of now after Brexit, but there are two issues that I really don't like about the UK, and I think you should know them before you make the decision of going ahead and studying abroad in the UK. So let me just go ahead and tell you guys these two issues. The first one has been fixed because of the Brexit, and the second one is still not fixed. I think there's still some modifications that can be done. I think that there's still a long way to go when it comes to the second issue. UK should really be looking into this. But regardless, let's begin. Point number one is the work permit duration. After you finish your education in the UK, and this is the part before the Brexit, you used to get 4 months of work permit, in which period you had to find a job. Some universities had an extension, they offered 6 months, but in general, you had 4 months, you had to find a job, you had to switch to a work visa. If you were not on a work visa, post that period, you had to go back home, which was the worst thing. And after Brexit, this has been fixed. Now the UK is giving you 2 years of a work permit. So 2 full years you get to basically go ahead, look for a job, make sure that you're looking for the right job. You have the time and you can basically go ahead, be a little bit picky. You can find the right job for you, and then you can basically go ahead and do the whole process with the employer. Now the second issue is really when I talk about doing the whole process, how do you get onboarded with the employer? That's where the issue number two comes in, and this is what Brexit has still not fixed. So without further ado, let me tell you about the second issue. The second issue is basically that every time an employer wants to hire you, they have to go through this process called as the labor market test. Okay, so what is the labor market test? You might have heard of a similar thing happening in the US. It's called PERM, but in the UK they call it the labor market test. And basically what they have to do is the employer has to post the job posting. Now this may be in a newspaper, but lately the employers have basically started preferring online platforms. So they have to post the job, okay, and for 30 days all the candidates that come in through that job, job referral that they post, is basically they have to reject all of those candidates. They have to say that, okay, look, all of these are no good, but that this candidate that is looking at this video right now, this candidate has to be hired. We prefer this one because he is the only one that has the skills to perform this job. We posted, we waited for 30 days, no one came up, and that's why we want this applicant. There's no one better. That's what you have to do as an employer to basically go ahead and hire someone who is not from the UK or EU. Okay, so this is the part that I do not like about the labor market test. Of course, while you have 2 years to find a job and get through this process with the employer of your choice now, I would still consider taking a look at these three tips to ensure that you do not, absolutely do not risk your time in the UK, that you go ahead and get that work visa. So here are three tips to avoid these issues. Okay, of course, number one, you don't really have to do much about it. Number two, you have to avoid it. So tip number one over here, guys, is to not be picky. That is to be open to new sectors. A lot of you would say that, hey, look, we basically did a degree in supply chain management, so we only want a job in supply chain management. Now that is not going to work. You don't really have choice over there. If you're getting a job in consulting, go ahead, get the consulting job for now, secure it, get on the work visa, get on board. Later on, think about changing jobs, but don't be so picky that you're not really preferring this employer, or no, I don't like the salary over here, a little bit lesser than that one. Don't be that picky. If you're getting an employer who's ready to have you on board, go forward with it. Point number two is to be open to moving. Okay, your university is in Manchester, no problem. If you're getting an opportunity somewhere else which is far away, maybe 4 or 5 hours away, doesn't matter, move. It's all done. Just get the job. Okay, just get the job. Doesn't matter if you have to move, doesn't matter if you have to commute 1 or 2 hours per day. Just get the job first. Just secure your position first in the country. Okay, that's more important, guys. Just realize the gravity of the situation over here. If you don't do that, you have to go back to your own country, and you spend a significant amount of money already. Keep that in mind. And point number three is network, network, and network. Don't expect it to be like India or any other country where there are on-campus placements, where the companies would basically come on campus and they would advertise that, hey, look, we have the positions open, so go ahead, sit for the interviews. It's not going to be like that. They're basically not going to be spoon feeding you. UK does not have as many jobs. Let me be very clear. UK does not have as many jobs as other countries that you will find mostly. So the good part is that the salaries are pretty good, but at the same time there are not so many opportunities available. And even when there are, they usually try to see that, make sure that, hey, look, you're preferring the UK candidates or the EU candidates before you prefer any other country. Now the EU candidates will not be preferred, hopefully, because after Brexit they're basically internationals just like anyone else from India, China, wherever. But hopefully, you know the gravity of the situation and you know the power of networking. It's important. If you have some good relations with some employers, they will definitely consider you for the position, and they will definitely want to go through the labor market test and the whole ordeal. So these are my 3 tips. Now, if you'd like more such tips, I do a lot of these short tips, and I basically post them on my Instagram. Go ahead, follow me over there. The reason I ask you about that is my YouTube channel recently got hacked, and I was not able to post over here, but I was still able to post on Instagram. So go ahead, make sure you're doing that. And thank you so much for watching this video. Again, subscribe to the channel if you'd like more such content. For more study abroad, working abroad, and living abroad content, keep watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye and take care for now.